YouTube? It is your boy Above Average Cody here, coming at you with a fabulous video that will help advanced players, new players, and everybody in between. Well, here we are talking about things you need to stop doing in Halo Infinite. Now, we are all guilty of something on this list, I promise you guys that. But this could be a list of reminders. This could be a list that teaches you how to better play the game. Regardless of what you do with this video, guys, it will instantly help you in your endeavors in Halo Infinite, whether it's quick play, ranked, whatever it is. Let's get into the list. Now, we're just running around here in Academy Training Mode with a full simulated game on Marine difficulty, really just so I can show you some situations, and just as we riddle through this list, I can show you why it's a problem and why you need to stop doing it. Now, first on the list, guys, of things you have to stop doing in Halo Infinite, it is sprinting. Stop sprinting. And of course, you can sprint when the situation calls for it, but the more you sprint, the more your gun is down, guys, and the longer it takes you to get the burst up to shoot. Halo Infinite is a very strategic and slow game. You do not always want to be in sprint. Sprinting not only makes it slower for your gun to come up into a burst, but it also makes it so that you move around the map possibly faster than your more experienced teammates. Maybe your teammates are moving slower, either anticipating an enemy, waiting for active camo to come up, what have you. The more you sprint, guys, the more you're going to throw off timings, and you're probably going to put yourself in harm's way more often than not. Stop sprinting so much, let your gun come up, move around the map, take everything in before you go into your sprint simulator of a game. Next up, guys, a very important one that I haven't brought up on the channel in a while, and that is to stop jumping so much. Jumping in Halo Infinite makes you a very predictable target. Firstly, because you cannot change your direction in movement once you are in the air. So once you're moving, you are stuck going that way, guys. And if you are doing this mid-gunfight or out in the open, you are an extremely predictable target to hit. Some of the easiest targets to snipe in this game are when a player jumps up, because the trajectory is so predictable, guys, that you can very, very easily line up the headshot or at least hit the body. So do not jump all the time. Obviously, if you're going to a ledge, guys, you're trying to avoid a grenade, jump up in the air, but don't just be jumping all the time. And now the next thing is something that one of the Halo pros actually brought up when everybody was discussing the broken aim assist, and it's because the theory is you actually get less aim assist when you are jumping. So with less aim assist, it'll be harder to aim. And again, once you're in midair, guys, you cannot adjust your direction. So kiss that left stick aiming goodbye. You're relying solely on right stick aim when you are in midair. So combine the lack of aim assist, the tougher aim, with being a predictable target, guys, you're going to lose a significant amount more gunfights if you are doing a ton of jumping. Focus on the strafe, focus on the crouch strafe to win those gunfights. Just try not to jump too much. Next up, guys, a tip that we all need to remember from time to time: stop playing like you are the only player on your team. Of course, we all want to be that big hero, guys, but Halo Infinite is arguably the biggest team shotting game really across the entire FPS shooting genre. So play with your teammates, go slow, let them catch up to you. If you see one man out in the open on his own, try to help him out, guys. Put in shots on the enemies, try to clean up kills for your teammates, and realistically, just play around your teammates. An entire squad running over towards a power weapon is going to be much more successful than just one person going to grab it on their own every time. And not only does it help with overall team play, guys, it will significantly help your stat line not playing like a solo, because again, chances are the other team is playing like a team, so you are going to be put in an absolute death simulator if you're running around the map solo. Next up, guys, something you really do not want to hear, but it does branch off that tip I just gave you. Stop focusing on your individual stats, especially in ranked. Nobody is going to put up an amazing stat line every single game unless you're like Lucid, Formal, Renegade. Just get that out of your head. I'm sorry, guys. Again, it's not what you want to hear, but you have to stop focusing on stats. I'll be honest, there's some games where I burn a team for 21 kills and I'm absolutely frying. And then there's some games where I get maybe, I don't know, 5 to 10 kills, but I'm putting up 10 to 15 assists on the board. And let me tell you guys, chances are we win both of those games. That's because sometimes the game just calls for a slower style of play. and it just requires you to take a different role, whether that's the objective guy, that's the damage guy, or that's the finishing kills guy. Sometimes you just have to stop pushing for individual stats, guys. Play with your team, play the objective, and just see how the game flows, and do whatever you have to do to win the game. I don't know about you guys, but at the end of the day, the W on the board is much more important than how many kills I have, how many assists I have, and I don't know, how much accuracy you're shooting. We all play for very weird stats from time to time. Just try to set that aside. Again, you can go for those couple extra kills, guys. Just make sure you're absolutely burning the other team on the scoreboard. Next up, I kind of already mentioned this, guys. This goes along with not playing like you're the only player on your team, but stop pushing objectives alone. I realize when it's crunch time, you know, maybe it's really close in stronghold, it's getting to the end of the game, you're about to win or you're about to lose. It feels like it's throw your body on the point time, but let me tell you guys, waiting 10 extra seconds and getting an entire squad to push a point will do leagues for your team, as opposed to pushing it solo just because you think you're saving some extra seconds. Trust me, guys, wait that extra time, do not push those objectives solo, and just play with your team, because let me tell you, once again, what I mentioned with the Death Simulator, if you're on King of the Hill, guys, and you are just sprinting at that hill, the moment you spawn, you're heading in there, you are going to be seeing that 10-second respawn screen much more than you'd like to. So, guys, don't push the objective solo. Either catch up to your teammates waiting for you to push. Either that, or you have to slow down, coordinate your team, get everybody together, and make that four-man push. Finally, guys, the last tip I'm going to leave you with, and this is an important one that not a lot of people think about, especially in the lower lobbies. Stop taking every single gunfight to the death. I don't care if it's a 1v1, a 2v2, a 3v3. I don't care what it looks like, guys. When your health gets low, you have to back out of the fight. You do not have to take that fight until you lose. Obviously, if you genuinely think you're ahead in the gunfight, you have the upper hand, you're the better player, by all means, take that fight. But if you know that you're taking more damage, you didn't get the first bullet in, they're strafing like a demon, guys, just back out of that fight, move to your teammates, and just really do a full reset on where you are with the map. This dude is sliding across the ground, guys. Now that is some advanced movement. But anyways, please, guys, do not take the gunfight to the death. I promise you, probably 80% of your deaths in Halo Infinite do not always have to be deaths. There is always a way out. There is always a way to scuttle back to your teammates. And there's always a way to just reset and take the fight from a different angle. But you have to be able to think about this. Now, your screen flashes. You have a health bar right in front of you on the top here. Just pay attention to it, guys. Know when your health is getting low and just play smart. The goal is not always to win the gunfight, but it is to win the game and put your team in the best position to just absolutely fry the other players on the team. So yeah, guys, hopefully all these tips helped you out. These are more things that beginners need to learn and us advanced players have to keep in mind, because these are all things that will not only make you better at Halo Infinite, but it'll help your team really play more like a team and overall win more games here in ranked, quick play, whatever you're playing, guys. I promise you, stop doing all of these things, at least when it calls for it, and your gameplay will be smoother, the game will be more enjoyable, and everything will come a little bit easier. But that does it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to the channel. Tons of Halo Infinite tips and tricks videos. We've been streaming a bunch of Call of Duty, really anything FPS here on the channel goes. So please hit that subscribe button. Leave a like on this video so more people can find it. Please, guys. I've seen some of my teammates in public lobbies. Jesus, they need this video. So please leave a like. Leave a comment on the video, guys. Any other tips that you should not be doing here on a Halo Infinite, leave it in a comment. I'll leave a heart on it. I'll jump to the top so other people can get help from you guys. You know the drill. And of course, channel memberships, guys. If you want to support monetarily, it helps out a lot, but please do not feel like you have to. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it more than I can accurately put into words while I'm frying bots here in Academy training mode. But that does it, guys. Stay happy, stay healthy, and stay tuned for the next video.